Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. I very welcome my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Hello, and welcome back to Big Mouth, and you can keep this and any other conversation I ignite going over on my Twitter, at Movies TV Mad, my Vero, at Big Mouth 1, and the extension to this channel, give or take the odd rap or the odd dance with me topless, is my Instagram, Big Mouth. But welcome to this week's Doctor Who show. I think I didn't do one last week, and I do apologise. But there's been a very interesting video where the cast and producers talk about and tease Season 12 to us. And this is very, very interesting to me. Very, very interesting indeed. I've already listened to this, and I want us to listen to this together because this really gives you a clue that things are going to improve in Season 12 and get very, very interesting.
I think there'll be lots of exciting things to come.
New creepy creatures.
Even bigger and better than ever before.
Some familiar foes and enemies. And again.
The name's Doctor. The Doctor.
The security of this entire planet is at stake. Can we rely upon you? It's got action, it's got scares, it's got humour, it's got warmth, it's fun, it's exciting, it's escapist, it's positive, and it's got a TARDIS.
I'm not where I wanted to be, but I can work with this. What? Have you seen anything weird around here? You know, there's historical episodes, there's futuristic episodes, so I think that mixture again is going to work really well, but I think we're on a different scale now.
It's exciting, it's diverse, it's extraordinary, it's well told, and historically factual, apart from the alien bit. You believe this is alien?
What's the plan? You trust me, don't you?
Have I got a lot on it?
Where are we? Paris, 1943? Oh no. What this season is about the individual characters going on their own journey, and particularly for the Doctor, it's a series about self-discovery.
We're going to see the 13th Doctor really tested.
Something's coming for me. I can feel it.
Let it go.
Because we miss.
Family.
I think this is the first time we kind of really see her as the new Doctor, really unsure and really trying to make decisions, and the pressures getting to her and how it affects the relationship with the group and stuff like that.
It was exciting to revisit certain relationships, but also to have new ones as well, with new and old foes. Get away from them! I didn't know things would get into the TARDIS. Neither did I.
What have you brought here, Doctor?
I don't know. Don't forget to click below and subscribe.
Well. Did you hear that, everyone? They're going to explore the deeper element of the 13th Doctor. And, you know, we're really going to learn a lot more about this version of the Doctor. This is something that I and many people were screaming about in Season 11. But unfortunately, we were accused of being sexist. Men who are living in the Dark Ages. No, our point was that Chris Chibnall decided because he had a female Doctor, that was enough. And that's never going to be enough. Very, very interesting. I'm very, very excited about this, to be honest with you, because I love Doctor Who and I want to see more of this. So this is a very, very interesting development, to be honest with you. I'm very, very interested in what they're going to do with this Doctor. So they're going to take a deeper look at the Doctor and her friends. That's important. Now, I don't know what they're going to do, but even by the promo, the trailer, whatever you want to call it, it does look a hell of a lot more interesting than we've already had. So I think what we're really looking at is fleshing out this Doctor, which is what everybody wants. And the Doctor has to have flaws. The Doctor's a flawed character. We've discussed this before. This is not rocket science. And as I said, I kind of see that the BBC have taken their right DM boot up to Chibnall's backside and said, I'm sorry, mate, this is not good enough. We want to see more. And I think we're going to get more. Whether this season's a success or not, I don't know. But I thought I'd do a little video just to discuss this, because it does look like they've taken their medicine. There's not really any comments this year about her being a female, about this, that, the other. I think they understand now. They're still doing what they did. We had the little girl cuddling Jodie and Children in Need, you know. We've always got these little things going on, but unfortunately, look, they're trying to say she's a great doctor before she's become a great doctor, and that's the thing with me also, because it took me a while to get into Matt Smith's doctor and even David Tennant's doctor, so it takes time. She could end up being a great doctor, as difficult as that seems right now. I think to make her a great doctor, you need the actor and the scripts to work. And that's the thing for me. The doctor's got to the actor who plays the doctor has got to put their own personality. It's not playing the doctor is really different for an actor, because it's the one time you have to put a lot of your own personality into the character, and as an actor and as a showrunner, you have to decide what kind of doctor you're going to be, what are your flaws, what are your characteristics. And I think apart from the custard creams thing, we knew nothing about this Doctor in the first season. Now, if we look back to Eccleston's only season as the Doctor, he had the whole thing of the Time War. He was a very gruff Doctor. He was very Christopher Eccleston. So you could see Christopher Eccleston in that Doctor, and it bloody well works. Then David Tennant is a very different Doctor. He's like, hello, I'm the Doctor. But then, let's not forget, he deposed Margaret Jones, which was one of the darkest things the Doctor's ever done. And I've kind of mentioned this before in a video. I've always wondered if that was the right thing. And I don't think it was the right thing what he did. But the whole point is the Doctor makes mistakes. He does the wrong thing as well as the right thing. And because Jodie's a female, they decided not to give her any flaws because she's a woman, and that's not how you represent women. Of course that is. That's how you represent any human character. Even if it's a cat or a mouse, you know, all heroes have flaws. So from what they're saying, I'm more interested in what's going on now, because they seem to be saying they're going to take a deeper look at this character. They seem to have interesting guest stars as well. Look, Doctor Who Season 11 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not. It just became very bland, I've said this many times, and watered down. And I think that was the whole element among it. And, you know, you can make something better than what it was if you listen to people. Listening to people is something creatives, networks and studios don't do very much of anymore. But when you do listen to the public and you realise they're not being sexist, they're actually trying to teach you something. They're trying to teach you how, because we know this character more than you do. We're obsessed with this character. And we don't expect Jodie Whittaker to be like the other Doctors, but we expect her to have flaws. We expect her to show characteristics from the past Doctors, because ultimately, you can regenerate as much as you want. You're still the same character. That's the whole idea. And all the other actors kind of brought in elements of the past versions. And last year was just, well, in a way, because they didn't develop her, they didn't flesh her out, it became a bit of a mess. So if they're going to carry on with Jodie, and I think they will, I think she'll definitely get a third year. All the actors, apart from Eccleston, who played the Doctor in New Who, have literally played it for 3 years, and I expect the same thing to happen here. So, yes, I'm very, very buoyed and inspired to think that we could get a really, really good Season 12 here, because they're at least making the right noises, because Jodie Whittaker in the build-up to Season 11 never spoke about, a development of her character, a deeper look at her Doctor, but this is what's being said now, so that does interest me, and that does make me happy. And, of course, I want to know what you think, because that's what we're here for. It's for the fans, isn't it? We're the fans, and we're important. And I think definitely Chibnall's been given a big, fat kick up the behind. That's why you're hearing this kind of talk. I think we should get at least a solid season of Doctor Who, but we shall see how it progresses. Some people will never admit it's going to be good if it's good, because they simply don't want a female Doctor. I think that's pathetic. I think that's childish. If something's good, it's good, no matter if the element that's what's in it you don't you're not happy about the casting is the casting. They wanted a female doctor. Take your medicine, they'll do it once and they won't do it again. Look, the BBC were coming under increasing pressure to have a female doctor from the feminists. And it's the same with James Bond, all this crap about a female Bond. So now we're going to have a female 007. Unfortunately, these companies are scared of these people, and that's why these things happen. As I say, take your medicine, enjoy the season, because I do think it's going to be much improved by Chris Chibnall. And we will talk about it episode to episode, and we shall see how things develop.